Hello, me Moglets. Exciting day, new abyss. I'm pretty sure they even changed floor 9 and 10. We got Keen Moon here. All right, yeah, here we go. This is like the Lyney abyss, I guess. Up to 30% attack when recovering HP, up to 120 extra EM when losing HP. So as we usually do for abyss, we're going to go through, look at the new enemies, talk about them, think about strategies, and then of course actually play the abyss. Floor 9 disorder straight away, vaporize. We do have of course some of the new Fontaine enemies, which I'm not that familiar with yet, but there's really nothing that special. I checked the geological survey mech here and he has standard resistances across the field. Same with this assault specialist mech, so I assume they're all pretty much the same in that regard. Same with this other new enemy here, the cherubic sea hare. I kind of figured it would at least have like hydro res, but nope, all 10%. But yeah, vaporize team. International is a very strong vaporize team and it utilizes at least 3-4 stars. I mostly use Shogun, but you can use Child. A lot of main DPSs work in this field, honestly. For first half, we could go for another vaporize team, honestly, just like using Yoimiya or Hu Tao. I mean, it's floor 9, so I don't think it's going to be all that necessary, but yeah, so something like this works. Starting off with some of these mechs here and some more of these little dog dudes. I still don't think there's going to be much to say considering the enemies here are, you know, pretty weak. Let's go ahead and check out this international team as well here. We can go ahead and go to Shogun and do her burst while we have all this stuff going. Yeah, everything dies a little too fast. First half, we do have like hydro enemies that are immune to hydro. So in this case, you wouldn't even really need a hydro for vaporize, but I mean, you can't really rely on that because there's tons of enemies that aren't those hydro enemies. Here we have these crabs with a pyro shield. So yeah, some form of hydro would be really good for these guys. And then we have pyro slimes. These are the last two enemies. They are a little bit tankier, but I don't think they're going to be much of an issue. And there we go. Now we have this device here. I'm pretty sure it's another Fontaine mechanic. Spews out hydro so that all the enemies are affected by hydro, making vaporize, I guess, even easier. And final sight, we have this thing, which looks like it's throwing out pyro. Pyro main DPS for first half and hydro main DPS for second half would be best case scenario, I suppose. Floor 10, honestly, in a pretty similar vein, 50% increased damage to opponents affected by hydro. Here we have some more of the new enemies, lots of different types of specters, except hydro. Then we got a few Vishaps. Again, nothing too special in floor 10. The big one does have hydro resistance, so if you're only going with one main hydro, maybe first half would be better. Usually when I feel like there's going to be a lot of enemies, like in first half chamber 2 here, I like some sort of CC like Venti or whatever. Sure, we'll do some weird Venti Yoimiya vaporize. And then I think we're going to go for the same team on second half. As long as our main DPS isn't hydro, it doesn't really matter for that big Vishap. It is good to have a hydro in both teams because of the leyline disorder increasing damage by 50%. Starting with only 6 enemies here and they all spawn at the same time. I like it when it's like that. Didn't even need to go to Yoimiya. Next, we only have 3 opponents and they also spawn at the same time. I think my Sing-Sho still doesn't have a sacrificial sword. I think it's still on Lynette. Whoops. Whatever, it worked fine anyway. First half, we have 10 opponents, yeah, and only 6 start at the same time. All of these specters currently getting obliterated by Venti. And then we got some mushrooms. We're gonna finish off with Yoimiya there. Here's the 3 Vishaps along with the big one. Big one basically got one-shotted, okay. Also, floor 10's not much to look at. Chamber 3, we only have 3 opponents here. Again, they all spawn at the same time. These are a little bit more tanky, but a little bit of Yoimiya spam should probably do it. There we go. And then 2 giant ruin graders here. Really getting screwed by not having sacrificial on my Sing-Sho. That's super annoying. All right, there we go. We can go ahead and swap back to, well, there was floor 10. It's not any harder than last time. And then floor 11 is exactly like the other floors. Pyro and hydro damage bonus. Basically, vaporize. It's a separate pyro and hydro damage bonus, so you could just use a pyro main DPS, you could just use a hydro main DPS. It doesn't need to be vaporize. Let's take a look at the enemies here. Okay, got a bunch of pyro stuff here, got a bunch of cryo stuff here. Very straightforward. No pyro here. Stern shield crabs, again, have pyro shields. Bubbler seahorse has standard resistances, although it can get a shield. Then we got cryo, hydro, electro Vishaps. So yeah, definitely looking like second half is going to be the pyro DPS team. And first half's gonna be the hydro DPS team, or just not pyro DPS. Chamber 3, pretty normal looking. Obviously no Geo for the Primo Geo Vishap. And I'm assuming the Primo Geo Vishap is like the world boss, so it'll have some random element. Countering the Primo Geo Vishap with a shield when he does his big attack not only nullifies all the damage it deals to you, but also reduces its resistance by a lot for 5 seconds. So with that in mind, we are gonna try a Lyney team. Honestly, the one I've been liking the most so far does use Zhongli anyway. Outside of that, pretty much mono pyro with Binny, Shanling, and Lyney himself. But yeah, since there aren't any hydro DPSs in the game at all, like not a single one, we'll just do a good old Bloom team. As usual, we are starting with a leyline disorder. We are, of course, just going to try and kill them before they can do anything. We don't really have any CC here. Seeing as there are 15 enemies, that may have been quite helpful. So yeah, Bloom team was kind of a meme here. I don't know if it's actually gonna work. 79% HP. Let's see if we can do that. We have some cryo stuff here, no big deal. Let's start with some Lyney charge shots. I cannot see anything. We're at 69% currently. Too many graphics, we're at 59%. I can't believe we actually have to restart. That's crazy. Let's just try again. What is up with these enemies? They're always like moving. Yeah, we're at 90%. That should be fine. Let's start with this burst there. These enemies don't care about me at all. They only care about the totem. Yeah, some form of CC would definitely be good here. We're at 60%. Stop. Don't do it. Oh God, there's a Spectre. 59, you son of a... Man, do we really gotta get CC? 70% in like 2 seconds? What happened? What the hell was that? Okay. Yeah, we need something. Those enemies are going crazy. I guess we're gonna give up on the Bloom team. We need Venti in there. Yeah, I guess we'll try sort of like a mini main DPS Shogun team. And I really would like to try and get through it with Lyney. Man, they're so spread out as well. That's crazy. This Spectre back here did even get affected by Venti Tornado. And I guess those way over there won't either. Okay, well, there was enough range, it seems. Even with Venti, they're doing so much damage so fast. Oh, and I just realized we have no way to heal in this team. Whoops. Oh God, that thing's about to blast. 65%, come on, hold on. 64? This is the last enemy, I think we got it. No, don't jump! You son of a 3% from one little jump? Okay, we're gonna actually start behind. Yeah, like that. 93%. Do we really need CC in both teams? Dude, that'd be so dumb. Stop jumping on it, you dude. They're just spamming their stupid jump ability. These are the last two enemies. There's no way we can't do it this time. Christ, why was that so hard? I'm sure you don't need CC. Like, we almost did it without CC at all, but it sure helps. All right, floor 2. Oh yeah, we have this electric thing. Okay, and our Nahida has 2 HP. So we basically can't use her anymore. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? And then yeah, these Hilichurls I totally forgot about. Come on, we just suffered through that stupid ley line stuff and now this. Should've just used Child. You win, Cap. If we can make it through this floor though, I am pretty sure the other floor doesn't have any Electro or anything that's going to really hurt us. This is so sad. All my units are definitely one hit from these dudes from dying. God, I mean, it's my fault. I can only be angry at myself. Here we have 8 opponents. We have no burst for anyone. This one isn't anything special so far. We do have these 2 massive frost dudes that do a ton of damage, but we should be able to kill them relatively quickly. Yeah, there we go. Just Lyney burst. Chamber 3 was just samurais, wasn't it? Come on, Shogun, just one-shot them both, please. Pretty much. It looks like cryo, so that doesn't really matter. Takes no damage for like the first 10 seconds, which is kind of annoying, but let's see what we can do here. Oh yeah, here we go. I mean, it literally says it, just use a shield to counter. And now he has like negative a bunch of resistance, so we should try and do something, I guess. Maybe at least a charge shot here. I think we missed. Go Moga. All right, let's wait for the counter one more time. Yeah, here we go, here we go, here we go. So we countered. Can do some stuff here. Let's just start with the burst. Boom. Okay, there we go. The little things exploded. Well, the first chamber was kind of a nightmare. Other than that, wasn't too bad. My Electro team for chamber 2 obviously wasn't the best, but let's see what we got going on in chamber 12. Starting off with the Magu Kinky in first half. That's kind of funny. All pretty normal resistance, but he can do a lot of damage. So some decent healer or shielder is like, I always like to have that. The tainted Hydro blobs, of course, are immune to Hydro. Everything else pretty standard. So far, team options are pretty open. Maybe no Hydro main DPSs because of these dudes, but yeah. Oh, then we got the new Emperor of Fire and Iron. 50% Pyro Res, so if we are going to use Lyney, we have to pretty much go second half. In addition to that, the Emperor has Pyro Horns, and it's very important to get rid of them because while he has these Pyro Horns, he has 90% resistance to all elements. As you might guess, Hydro is the best and fastest way to get rid of those. Pyro is actually good for the Scorching Lore Master because at least while stunned, she will have the lowest Pyro resistance. And in every other state, she has the same pyro resistance as everything else, except for physical where she has lower resistance. And you can stun her by defeating the little pet she summons. These new enemies are pretty interesting as well, especially since we're taking Lyney in our second team. Fontaine characters, as well as Hydro Traveler, can do something called Arca attacks. And these things eventually enter a stress state, which you can take them out of either with reactions or a single Arca attack. And then they'll be stunned for a while. Oh, okay, cool. And then here in Chamber 3, we have the Icewind Suite. While I was raising Lynette, I was kind of sad they die so fast, but they're not going to die so fast here, I suppose. Let's start with first half, though. First half doesn't seem all that special. Some Hydro character, of course, will be good in case the Pyroslinger gets his shield. The Floral Ring Dancer is weak to Dendro while stunned, and the mechs here again don't have any special resistances, but they are Ausia, whatever, aligned. Hitting these enemies twice with the reverse element will prevent it from doing elemental attacks, and those include Hydro Traveler's E and Lyney's basic. As for the Icewind Suite, here in Abyss we're specifically fighting the nemesis of Coppelius, so you don't really need to worry about Coppelia's Climax, the ultimate move where they get a bunch of resistance and you need to use Noima attacks to interrupt it, etc, etc. But there is the Coppelius Climax, the sort of ultimate move. Unfortunately, to interrupt this move and stun them, you need to hit them with 3 Ausia attacks, and the only character that can do that currently is Lynette. So we'll just have to deal with the ultimate move there. He'll get like a shield, no extra resistance like in the other version of the boss, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal, I suppose. But yeah, in a nutshell, some Hydro for first half is basically mandatory. It doesn't necessarily have to be any sort of Hydro DPS, just someone who can apply a decent amount of Hydro like Xingqiu, Kokomi, Yelan, whatever. I think a Bloom or Hyper Bloom team would be pretty good for first half. Second half, I'm personally going to go Mono Pyro Lyney team. The only thing you really need to avoid because of the final boss here is Cryo and Animo. I would take Xingqiu instead of Yelan, but I don't feel like leaving and putting a sacrificial sword back on him, so we're just gonna do my usual sort of Bloom team here and just kind of hope that these two are enough Hydro for the stuff we need them for. And for second half, we're just taking the same Lyney team. All right, battle 1, we have Magukinki here. Magukinki gets absolutely shredded by Bloom teams. Yeah, we should get like Baiju Shield in there or something because Nahida is hurting pretty bad right now from self-bloom damage. He does keep teleporting, which is super annoying, but that's Magukinki for ya. I am assuming this is the harder of the two halves, because it is kind of just like a boss here, but we could get through it in about 1 minute 10 seconds here. It's Magukinki. No real surprises there. Second half, we have those things which are incredibly tanky. I guess it's going to be pretty much impossible to actually have them on fire for Lyney's like 100% damage increase since they are literally made out of water. There's actually 7 enemies total. Geez, maybe this is the harder half. We only have 45 seconds and like 3 enemies left, and they're all very spread apart, which is annoying. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, we still have 2 enemies. This one over there, full health, just sitting in the corner like a little coward. I think we're definitely gonna need to kill Magukinki a lot faster. Ooh, one shot Nahida, nice. Oh, we can put Hydro on him at least. And we can actually already start producing blooms. Okay, for the most part, I just wait until Magukinki gets up. I'm so polite. Yeah, this time we could do it in, I think, under a minute if we can just hurry up there. The super annoying thing is those last 3 enemies are all so spread out. Yeah, we're doing a little bit better here as well. We have like a whole minute for these last 3. I'm just hoping that's going to be enough. We do have energy recharge issues. Maybe I should have checked my units, make sure they're all good before starting this, but oh well. Oh man, they're all still alive. Albeit they all have a tiny bit of HP left. Stop it, dude, no! No, dude, you've got to be kidding me. Ah, this dude. Can you not just stand back and do nothing, you stupid... What? What did I do to my Lyney? The hell is all this stuff? Why does Hazo have his set? What the hell is going on? Well, that explains something at least. Dude walking around with like 1100 attack, and I'm wondering why we're running out of time all the time. Okay, I really have no idea how that happened, but regardless. And Lion's Roar Nilu, because I sometimes use Cookie and I want her to have the key, but in this case, I would like that back. Guess while we're here, we're gonna give Xingqiu his sacrificial back. Xiangling has 220 energy recharge, so I'm not sure why we have a problem getting energy. We'll go ahead and take Xingqiu this time instead of Yelan. Oh yeah, that's actually quite a bit better, geez. I'm seeing a lot more blooms pop up. Oh yeah. 40 seconds this time, 39 seconds for Magukinki. Let's also check this team. I didn't change too much with it, but because Lyney actually still had pretty decent stats overall, just kind of low on the attack. Yeah, he is definitely doing a lot more damage now though. Nice 142E there. Now we have almost a minute and a half for these three, so that should be plenty of time unless I really blunder here. Okay, I think it's just the Mirror Maiden back there now with 45 seconds, and she's not too big of a problem, so I think what we might do is save bursts now. We should be able to take our time now. From now on, I'm going to check before I go into floor 12 that my units are actually built correctly. That may have also been why the floor 11 was a little harder than maybe it should have been. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah, see his horns up there? We gotta get rid of those ASAP, because right now he has a massive amount of resistance. We can do it with Blooms and Dendro. Okay, they're gone now, they're gone. We should be able to really hurt him now for a little bit, I think for 10 seconds or something. He will go underground soon. Maybe we can kill him first, I'm not sure. Oh, Arnahita, I was being careless. You see he's taking pretty much no damage while he has those horns. I mean, it is essentially a shield, so it makes sense, but yeah. Oh, he's going underground to get the shield, or to get the, yeah, his horns back. He was so close to, okay, well, we could still do it. He only had a tiny bit of HP when he came back up. That was pretty quick, 50 seconds or so. Now we have some Eremites to deal with. Let's see, unfortunately no Benny Burst anymore, but that was still pretty nice. All right, now we have these things. One has a Dendro shield. I don't know what the other one has right now. Nothing currently. But yes, we stunned this one because we have Lyney in our team and we did a basic attack on him. So that was cool. One is down. We have about a minute left. This is the last enemy, so I think we'll be okay. Yes, there we go. All right, final chamber. It's crazy how much better it's going now that my characters are built right. Got some more Eremites to deal with on first half. Yeah, the Pyro dude over there did get his shield. We do have a couple Hydras in our team, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Maybe just with Nilou here. Oh, and another one. There are two enemies after this as well. Oh yeah, two little robot dudes. I'm hoping it won't be that big of a deal. Going to try and tag that one way back there as well. Literally on opposite ends of the arena, but that one back there is taking some damage because of Nahita's link. A little bit, yeah. This is the first half and we needed almost halftime. And now we have these massive bosses here. So that's... I don't know if that's gonna work actually. Oh my god, I died. I just got Zhongli shield. I think it's clear we definitely need to do this side faster. Come on, wait, don't get shield. It's not that big of a deal, but still does make it a lot more annoying. Okay, yeah, we did that one a lot faster in under a minute. Won't help if I just get like obliterated again though. Oh no, my god, what are they doing? What is this stupid dance? I'm gonna see how far I can get without Lyney, lol. That's probably not gonna work out that well. Well, one thing is obvious, Lyney is definitely pulling his weight. Like, without him, we are doing very, very little damage. It might be possible to get through it in another minute here. Like, Shanling does pop off a little bit, but, you know, Zhongli burst if it crits is okay. Yeah, a little 80k there. Are we actually gonna be able to? 23 seconds left. Oh, he's gotta, okay, but his cryo shield was like immediately vaporized by all the pyro going on. Holy heck, go! I almost feel bad letting Lyney die and then just doing it without him. But yeah, there was the new Abyss. Honestly, I didn't find it too bad. I think second half doesn't matter that much. You don't need to use Lyney, but some pyro is definitely good. Also because the Icewind dudes there at the end do get cryo shields when they do the ultimate. And I'm pretty sure they start with the ultimate in Abyss, so he'll have that cryo shield. Obviously, Pyro is very good for getting rid of cryo shields. But yeah, overall, it was a pretty complicated one. I had to look at the wiki for a lot of those enemies because they are all kind of new. And I guess I have to say this every time I'm talking about Abyss difficulty. I'm only comparing my experience to my experience. I was a semi-whale last Abyss as well, but I think this one is at least slightly easier. Honestly, the thing that shocked me the most was floor 11 chamber 1 with the target defense. Even with my units built how they should have been built, I still think it would have been quite a challenge. We needed the most attempts for 11-1 actually out of all. I mean, if you have Venti and Kazuha, you could, you know, put one in each side and it probably wouldn't be that big of a deal. But make sure to tell me what you think about the video and the new Abyss in the comments down below. Dropping a like or subscribing to the channel if you enjoy is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks as always for watching, and until next time.